Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Lauren's Lionel. I'm your host Lauren, and today we're going to take a look at the 11-321 diesel freighter set from 1963. The 11321 5-unit diesel freighter set was introduced in the 1963 catalog and will continue into production into 1964 with some minor changes. The set retailed for $16.95, about $144 in today's money. This was Lionel's second cheapest set for that year, and it's evident when you look at the construction quality of the pieces included. Everything is molded in shiny plastic colors, with only the locomotive, hopper, and gondola having any printing on them. Lionel was slowly on its way out, so the love put in these outfits was starting to lessen. The set contained the following: a 221 Rio Grande Alco FA unit, a 6067-75 Lehigh Valley hopper, a 6042-75 gondola of cable reel load, a 3309 turbo missile launcher car, a 6167-50 yellow caboose SP style, 8 1013 curved track sections, 2 1018 straight track sections, a 1026 25 watt transformer, a CTC lock-on lubricant, and instructions. So a little background on how I got this set. I usually browse Facebook Marketplace about once a week for Lionel stuff just to see what shows up, especially for local stuff that I can kind of go grab in person. I happened to con this set one night, mixing in a lot of other cars for $50 with the seller about half an hour east of me. I messaged him right away and he actually had me working in my town the following day, so he arranged a spot to meet. Before I know it, I had a box of mostly postwar stuff. Most of the stuff was actually really intact, just very dirty. These were actually at the seller's childhood trains, which was really neat. The Alco in particular needed a good cleaning, but after some scrubbing and some Goo Gone and a dish soap bath, she cleaned up pretty good. I did send him a video of it running once I had it cleaned and oiled, and he seemed pretty happy, which made me feel pretty good. With that out of the way, let's take a look at the equipment, starting with the 221 Alco. The 221 Alco is not to be confused with the Stamer offer in the early post-war years of the same number. It was about as bottom of the barrel as you can get for a Lionel diesel. While the Lionel Alcos go back to 1950 with the introduction of the anniversary set featuring Union Pacific versions decked out just as nicely as the larger F3 counterparts, this unit shows about 10 years later how far they had made cuts to the design. For starters, there's no headlight lens, or a headlight bulb for that matter, cab window glass, fuel tank, ornamental horn, or numberboard detail. In fact, there isn't even a front coupler, now filled in a solid pilot piece. The last change was probably for the better, as the FA pilots were notoriously weak and often found broken nowadays. Here in this MN Citadel 213, you can see some of the details that were omitted from the other unit, but even then this was still a watered-down version. Inside, the unit features a single powered truck with a single driven axle that features a 2-position forward and reverse E-unit with a locking switch that protrudes to the body roof. The body itself is molded in bright yellow plastic, black pinstriping along the bottom body panel and just under the roof, along a Rio Grande's speed lettering logo. The decoration really gives it shades of the 2379 Rio Grande F3AB set from 1957 and 58, and honestly makes it really cute and appealing because of that, almost like a budget version of it. With the locomotive out of the way, let's take a look at the rolling stock. First up is the 6076-75 Lehigh Valley hopper. I am cheating a bit here, as this is actually a 6476, but it's pretty much identical except it has operating couplers. When I got the set, it was missing the 6076 hopper, and this one was available pretty cheap as a close enough stand-in for now. In fact, it even came with the original box, which is pretty cool. Anywho, the car came molded either in red or black, with white lettering. By this point, the hoppers had lost a lot of the original details from the post-war years, such as the drop steps and brake wheel. The car would feature the arch bar style trucks, however, since this is the incorrect car, it has the AR style instead. Next up is the 6042-75 Lionel Lions gondola. It came molded in blue with white lettering, though mine has started to turn green a bit. This was not intentional, and actually an issue with the blue plastic Lionel used in many of its cars of the era, that I think was due to impurity or some sort of chemical reaction with sunlight, if I recall. You'll see many cars on eBay fully green, and this was, of course, due to this process. Here on this 6142 gondola, you can see what the blue would have looked like when new, as this car hasn't really faded like the other one has. The car sported AAR type trucks and came with 2 gray empty cable reels as a load. Now on to the most exciting car of the set, the 3309 Turbo Missile Launching Car. This was the Space and Military Year of Lionel after all, so this car definitely had to be included in this set. The car came with 2 plastic turbo missiles, really more like tops. One was loaded into a holder on one of the ends of the car, and the other into a little gun-shaped launcher. Insert the missile, twist it a few rotations, and it will be locked in place under tension. Pivot and tilt the launcher to where you wanted it, and you pull the small metal trigger, and off it goes. The car features no lettering, just molded colors, and arch bar style trucks with fixed couplers. Bringing up the rear of this outfit, we have the 6167-50 SP style caboose. Molded in the same yellow as the Alco locomotive, they match nicely in terms of their bright color and minimalism. There's only a fixed coupler on the front of the caboose and no handrails on either end, just a simple metal frame. It rides on the AAR style trucks. And with that, that's the whole set. Hope you enjoy watching this video, learning a little bit more about this set from 1963. If you like it, please like and subscribe to this video, and stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.